heavy corners and a big hill, 9-mile hill. You'll be able to see Kamloops Lake. It's quite the scene. British Columbia, or Kamloops to Cache Creek, which is about an hour drive. That's where all my deliveries are today. I gotta pass you, buddy. See the lake. It's 9 miles straight down. Passing me, don't lollygag, because I usually go down fairly fast. Here, and that's usually how fast I go down the hill. 90 clicks. A lot of the corners, those big corners, are like 70, 60 clicks, but that's all yellow sign. It's not law. Putt down at this speed by Jake on. There's the lake down on the side. Oh, internet cut out. That was weird. Behind me. Gear down. Hey, my internet's really bad. So there's Kamloops Lake. Drive today, 1 hour. This is at the bottom of this hill. Years ago, a money truck, semi carrying money, lost its brakes and went over. And for years and years, people would find rolls of loonies off in the dirt there. brakes. When I do the speed limit, I never go over, hardly ever. Savona. There's this little restaurant here on the side. It's changed hands literally 1,000 times. Someone will buy it, they'll run it for 6 months, and then no one stops. They can't make money and they go bankrupt. Driving with me today, and welcome to Canada, everybody. Questions, comments? Pretty soon we're gonna have snow here. It's getting cold every morning, getting frosty in the mornings. Up in the mountains, they already got a lot of snow right now. Out today. Feel it blowing my truck around. Rough bridge. Here we're coming up to the Thompson River. So Kamloops Lake goes into the Thompson River, which goes south through Ashcroft, Lytton, or Spence's Bridge, and then Lytton, and then it goes into the Fraser River, which goes straight down to Vancouver and out to the ocean. Quite the river. The salmon run just ended. Gear down. One trailer Bobby. Horse trailers, guys driving really aggressive. It's really hard on livestock when they get all bruised up and shin splints and stuff. Might lose internet here for a second going down in the hole. This is Skiches River. we're coming up to. It goes down, and then a big corner you can see up top there. That's the highway we're going up to. Spotty internet through here. Skiches River. It's a beautiful area. Tons of rattlesnakes in here. Up over in there. There's so many ticks and rattlesnakes in this area. I never have. We go swimming up there. About 10 kilometers up, there's these big pools. Me and the kids and I, we go swimming up there. Up there in a school. Skiches. All the non-native people send their kids there because they got a really good meal program. Everything's all homemade meals. Show. I think it was Deadwood. They filmed here. They built this TV set on the right hand side. Can't really see it, but they filmed a bunch of stuff there. Man Junction Ranch. So on the other side, this side you can't see it, but on the other side it's all old style town. Wallishin. Back in World War I, just before World War I, there was tons of people that came from, I think it was somewhere, I'm not sure, somewhere in Europe, I think England or whatever, or Scotland, and a couple hundred of them settled here in this area, and the majority of them all died in the war, and it was all, they called this widow town. It was all just women. All their husbands died in World War I. Straight over that hill is the Thompson River, so we'll be following that almost to Cache Creek and turn, go south. dumps down heavy snow in that one section. Here's not bad, like it gets snow, but up there they get like quite a bit more. And then there's the turn off here to Wallishin. There's about 30 houses on the other side of the river. There's a bridge to take you across, which you can't see from the highway. You gotta actually go there. People don't even know it exists. We're gonna be going up right next to the bluffs here. And when we get heavy rain, this area gets monsoon. We get tons of rain. Should be happening anytime right now. And there's just tons of rocks all over the road. But there's an area we'll be going past when I'm coming down around the mountain straight ahead. That there was a big mudslide years ago. And it was 20 feet deep, 30 feet deep. The mudslide right across the highway. Oh, got workers. What's going on? Road crew. They're cleaning the side of the highway. Cleaning all the rocks. Got a smashed semi on it. That happens a lot. This guy's flying down. Gonna have a rude awakening at the bottom there. Everyone's going 60 clicks. Right in here, all the clouds get trapped. There's the Thompson on the left. You can see. And that goes down to Lytton, where it goes into the Fraser. Lytton, BC. That's a town that burnt 5 years ago. It's really a beautiful place to live. Bunch of berry picking with the kids this year. We got Husham and Saskatoon berries and wild blueberries and strawberries. And there's the road up here to the right that yeah, I lost internet there, that one little section. Always happens. There's that little hole in the corner. There's no internet. That TV show called Lost in Space. About 8 years ago it came out. They filmed it all down here. All the Martian scenes for season 1 were all filmed down here, and it was all CG, but the filming itself was like all done in this area. months and months. And right here, coming up where that yellow sign is, and there's a little hill on the left, that was all covered. It was 30 feet deep. There was a mudslide through here, right here. That was all covered. It was crazy. The road was closed for like a couple days. They dug a single lane through. Quite a few rattlesnakes in this area as well. It is far north as they come, Cache Creek, and you won't find them. You get bull snakes and garter snakes going farther north, but not really any venomous snakes. Camper up there, throwing a wrench in everybody's plans. And it's understandable, you know, I mean, come to Canada and it's all new and you just want to see the sights, but pull over and have a look and then just drive the speed limit. Today I don't care because it's just a short drive for me. But the days when I go to Revelstoke and it's 3 hours each way, or Blue River and it's 3 hours each way, it makes a huge difference when you're 10, 20 clicks under the speed limit. It adds half an hour, 45 minutes drive time, which is huge. Because lots of days on those runs I run out of time. I'm a full 13 hours. Come on, buddy. 20 clicks under. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Well, he's almost there. He's almost up to speed. This is its own biome, what you call biome or whatever, where we just south in kind of Vernon, Kelowna, that's the Mojave Desert. It runs, that's the northern tip, and it runs through down to Mexico, through the Rockies. And this is its own little desert. You can't see, but up in the sage, there's a ton of cactuses. So I did a bunch of hiking up here over the years. You really got to watch those old cactuses when they get dry and brittle. They'll go right through your shoe if you step on them. So you really got to watch where you walk. On my YouTube, on my main channel, it had the Cache Creek fire, and that's the mountain that's straight ahead of us to the left. That whole mountain was on fire as far as you could see when we were driving up to it. It was crazy. The town of Cache Creek just about burned, and the firefighters drained the pool. There's a pool in town, and that's what saved it, because all the electricity went out. So they didn't have any, the pumping station stopped working. So they didn't have water, so the fire trucks would go to the pool and fill their trucks and saved the town. But it burnt right down all around the town, and they just about lost some sheds and stuff, but no houses. And here it burnt across the freeway, and that they stopped it just on the other side of the freeway because it was high winds. But yeah, that whole mountain, you'd still see it's burnt on the left-hand side, kind of right there. That was on fire. It was crazy. We were away. Myself, my ex, and 2 kids were at Vernon in the water slides, and that's 3 hours south, 2 hours south, 2.5 hours, and we didn't know anything about it. And then we got to Kamloops. There's a massive plume of smoke, and we're like, oh crap. We stopped. They're like, oh, we stopped somewhere, and they're like, oh yeah, there's a huge fire in Cache Creek. They're evacuating everyone. So we ripped here from Kamloops. It's like an hour drive. I got here in half an hour because I was speeding, and then the fire was all around our place. So I went into the house, and my ex, she was freaking out, panicking. I went in the basement. I dumped out 5 totes. I was like, hey, keepsakes, clothes, kid stuff, food, dog food, and I had a Pathfinder, Nissan Pathfinder, and we had it loaded up to I had like 5 totes, 3 totes on the roof, 3 or 4 on the roof, strapped down, and then the back was full. We had the dog in there and 2 kids and a wife, and it was crazy. We couldn't get the cats. Tried to get the cats. So the ex, she was freaking out that we couldn't get the cats. They wouldn't come. Hey, they went ripping away, and the water bombers were dumping all around. At that point, we got to Kamloops, and we left. We didn't stick around. And as we got to Kamloops, our neighbors told us they got evacuated, mandatory evacuation. The water bomber came over and dropped retardant on them and the cops. The cops were talking to them. They're like, hey, you got 15 minutes. And then the water bomber came over and dropped retardant on them. And they're like, you got 5 minutes. Right? They had to leave right away. And it burnt right down behind our house. It was a massive fire. It was called the Elephant Hill wildfire. 2017, I think it was. But yeah, it was huge, massive. It's one of the largest fires in BC at that time. There's been bigger now. But it burnt, yeah, right across the highway, right where we are, it burnt across. And they stopped it. But yeah, that hill in front of us was all burnt as far as you could see. Filmed in this area. That's Buddy there that plays the Mandalorian. That was his call sign in the show. It was Cache Creek, named after this little hole in the ground. This is where I'm going to today, is Hungry Herbie's. the monster burger. Kind of gross. Hey everyone, I got some deliveries to do. Thanks for driving with me and hanging out, and welcome to Canada. I'll do some streaming after this, but yeah, I gotta deliver some food. Have a good day everyone.